And so it was just something that I was saying there. So now fast forward, I'm fired. I'm in TNA. We're doing Fact of Life. They're like, hey, you got the dummy button. Go in the truck and let's just record you saying dummy a bunch of different ways. Okay, cool. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, dummy, yeah. And just one of those times adding the yeah, and it was like, okay, that's the one. And so that stuck. So now you got that button doing that all the time. And so every time it would go dummy, yeah, I'd follow it up with another, yeah. And eventually, as we had pointed out, dummy kind of fell away and yeah remained.
Hey, what's up, Figure 4 TVers? Welcome to the channel. Hit that like button. Check out the intro. And when we come back, we're going to talk about WWE's LA Knight problem. To be honest, guys, I never thought I'd say this. I never thought I'd say that having too much talent is a bad thing. But that's what WWE is facing now with the likes of Jey Uso, Finn Balor, you got your Seth Rollins looming around, and LA Knight. However, LA Knight, he has the title now. And if you ask me, I think they took too long to put the United States title on LA Knight. You see, LA Knight's supposed to be losing that title right about now. According to this way the storyline is being told, his opponent should be the winner out of Andrade and Melo Game 7. Now, the winner out of that should be able to take the title off LA Knight. But WWE, they waited until SummerSlam to put the title on LA Knight, even though this man was scorching hot. And when he was scorching hot, he was taking L's. He was taking meaningless L's, guys. Remember? With WWE, you need 3 things to be put over. And LA Knight have always had all 3 of those things. He has the charisma and the swag. He has that catchphrase, that all-important catchphrase. That's the moneymaker. And he has the look. LA Knight looks like a professional wrestler, guys. He looks great. With all that packaged in one person, he should have been over. I wouldn't have never put him in there with Roman Reigns back when he was scorching hot. He haven't been the same since those losses to Roman Reigns, guys. Although he won the United States Championship after from Logan Paul, which was another okay win, but it wasn't a dominant win. Logan Paul was a crap of a he was a hell of a United States champion, and I don't mean that in a good way. He was a coward champion. Now, LA Knight, he has been the United States champion since SummerSlam, but his biggest and only meaningful win was against AJ Styles when he wasn't the champion. Guys, that don't make sense right there, guys. That don't make sense. And this is why I tell you, Triple H normally don't allow the fans to book his shows. You can tell that LA Knight nor Jey Uso was penciled in to ever touch that title, at least this year in 2024, because of the way they are booked after they get the title, guys. You got to pay attention to how these folks are billed after they get the championship. That'll let you know if it was ever meant for them to put the title on in the first place, guys. When you have a superstar that is white hot like LA Knight and the fans want him over, before you put the strap on him, you got to make sure you have something for that man. Since LA Knight have won the United States Championship, he has been in nothing of significance. He's just been in a bunch of open challenges, which John Cena already did that. John Cena made that famous for the United States champion. We saw that already. He has not been booked in anything of any significance. He's just been running around up and down, freestyling. It's kind of like AEW booking with LA Knight. I'm not even gonna lie. They just been clamoring for the high match, the high profile match, guys, with no story behind it. We all got behind the LA Knight character because in him chasing for the title, there was a story there. Now he got the title and there's no story. And this is why, slowly but surely, he's losing steam. He's losing steam. The train is slowing down. Now, my only thing is, if LA Knight is gonna keep the Stone Cold gimmick, if he gonna keep the fake Stone Cold gimmick, he gonna have to improve on his promo skills, because that is one thing I do not like about LA Knight. He's a try-hard in his promos. He be running on, and he start rambling, and he start trying to say too much, and it come off cringy. His promos come off real cringy, and he got way too much charisma for his promos to come off that cringy. But again, like I said, he run around. They got his character just running around here freestyling like he's a wild vigilante. That's so Stone Cold like. That's kind of Hangman Adam Page like. So we already saw that. We already have that character. LA Knight is gonna have to evolve his character. He's gonna have to evolve his character if he want to keep the momentum that he have accumulated for himself. There's one thing that I'm noticing about Triple H management. The difference between Triple H and Vince is Vince was used to dealing with big, exploding rosters. Triple H is not used to dealing with big rosters. See, Triple H, he works magic out of less. Less is best for Triple H. And right now, he has way too much talent. He has way too much talent to really book the talent the way it needs to be booked. He got people standing around in all three of his brands. In NXT, he got people that he ain't using. And on Raw, people he ain't using. SmackDown, people he ain't using. I don't even know why we have a draft. And on top of that, the shows, Monday Night Raw is no longer 3 hours. So the shows is getting less time. It's less TV time. But all of this talent, you see, that's why I said, all of that talent could be a bad thing. And Triple H is showing us. The mid-card it's like the mid-card is obsolete. It is no more mid-card. It's either you main event or nothing. Think about it, guys. We still got to get that situated. We still got to get our main event scene situated, because Cody can't hold the title forever. Gunther, we already passed Bash at the Berlin, so in just a matter of time, Gunther gonna drop the title. And we got Seth, we got CM Punk, we still got Drew McIntyre. We got talent. We got talent on the roster now, guys. Lord only knows who's coming on over at the Royal Rumble, because the Royal Rumble is coming up after Survivor Series. It sucks to be an LA Knight fan, because once he loses the title, he's actually going to be a better character, and he's going to get shuffled right back into the cards with the other guys. It's a lot of talent over at WWE now, and Triple H, he's been so used to working with less. Like I said, in NXT, he built NXT with nothing and made nothing out of something out of nothing. Now he got to do the reverse. He got to make something out of having a lot. And it's only but so many titles, and you can't flip-flop the title. You can't keep flip-flopping the title. But LA Knight, has been mute since winning the United States Championship. So you guys let me know in the comment section, what do you think the projected future for LA Knight will be? How long do you think he's going to hold on to the United States Championship? Who do you think is going to take the title from him? Let's take it to the comment section, guys.
So how did organically come about?
So I can't remember the exact origin, but I know where. We were at the Performance Center first time around back in 2013, 2014. At the time, well, we'll get to that in a second. One of the coaches would like explain stuff to us when I was in his class and whatnot. And when he'd talk to me personally and he'd be saying stuff, you know, some people will go, I would keep just going, yeah. And he kind of like almost took offense, but like in a joking way where he's just like, you know, and so I leaned into that. So now he would be saying stuff and I'd just be like, yeah, like kind of like, duh, yeah. And so now one of the things that I was very quoted as saying walking around the PC back in 2013, and I don't even remember why, I have no idea why, but I would just be like, everybody. And I mean, everybody from top to bottom in the PC would just be saying it at random to me. So now, like if I would walk in the building, a handful of people go, everybody. And so I felt weird saying it back to him. I would only say it if it like came out or whatever. Yeah. Instead of just, I don't know, it would give me douche chills if they said something to me and I said it back.
Douche chills.
So they give me everybody, and I would go, yeah. And so it was just something that I was saying there. So now fast forward, I'm fired. I'm in TNA. We're doing Fact of Life. They're like, hey, you got the dummy button. Go in the truck and let's just record you saying dummy a bunch of different ways. Okay, cool. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, dummy, yeah. And just one of those times adding the yeah, and it was like, okay, that's the one. And so that stuck. So now you got that button doing that all the time. And so every time it would go dummy, yeah, I'd follow it up with another, yeah. And eventually, as we had pointed out, dummy kind of fell away and yeah remained.
You're missing out on a huge opportunity by not having a yeah shirt. When is this happening?
Well, it's actually in the works. I think we already came up with one and it should be coming out here in the next, I'm going to say week or two, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. Yeah. If we were to have a match with LA Knight,
sunglasses too, but they don't say yeah. It's just LA Knight. It's like the ones that I have, but they have LA's on them. Go ahead.
This is just branding brilliance here. I love it.
This is a wreck. He's moving like an uncaged animal.
No lie, he's wild in there.